Hey everyone, it's April 25th. We got the Grumpy Trade recap. Let's get into this here. First stock was Spot. We had this textbook breakout and reclaim. So Spot reclaimed this 595.76 level right here. And we could just look at the resistance right here. We broke above, started to retest it. And this is where we got interested as price held above this 595.76. So Spot reclaimed that 595.76, and then we were looking for this break above this 608.76. And this is where I took the trade. Once price broke through this, and I sold into this daily R2, about 40% of the balance, into the 621.89. It was a clean 2.52% in just about 12 minutes. After that breakout held above the daily VWAP, this purple line, I added back at this green line what I had sold at the 621.89 with a stop just under this prior low at 613.11. So it was a perfect example of letting VWAP, really guide the reentry and then take some off into this daily R2. And if you were just managing it on a smaller time frame, even as it broke down underneath here, you got some out as you move your stops up. Each time it was trading higher and higher, and you would have got stopped out right on here. So solid trade on Spot. Next, we got BBIO. BBIO had a nice VWAP pullback and a nice reclaim. So we could see here that price pulled back to the 2 and 3 day VWAP convergence zone at this 35.50 premises that was discussed in the early morning video. And from there, we broke into this 35.92. We broke out above it. So the immediate purchase, you got to say, well, where did it come from? Where can it go? It went up 2.75% in just about an hour and a half. So let this calm down, pulls back into the daily VWAP, right? From here, this is where I took the trigger, a cheat entry above that 35.92, and actually day traded this a little bit, sold some into this prior high of the day. And then this is where you saw the flip of resistance becoming support, 35.92, getting retested. Here's a day trade into that prior high, and then another day trade into this prior high, and we started to get going into the close. So it was a solid entry here, gaining 1.68% from here to the high a day and to this high. So the plan is to see this continuation into 36.73 and then maybe even get some potential into that 38.40. Next trade was GENI. GENI offered two solid trades. It was a nice solid breakout, sell into strength, and a nice solid add back. So the first trade, I took the breakout above 1060 here. I sold that into this daily R2 for about just over 2% in about 26 minutes. When price dipped into the daily VWAP, got back up. I did get back in here and set my stop, I think underneath this low here, and I got stopped out. And I just wasn't paying attention, and I had some position, so I wasn't interested to get back in again. And in hindsight, it was good. But it did hold this 1060 level, rejected that VWAP, held the 1060, and once it got back above the daily VWAP, this was what intrigued me. So I waited, and then I did actually take an add back here and sold that back into daily R2 for about just about 1% gain in about 11 minutes or so. So, well, no, it doesn't really matter the time. Looks like it's about 46 minutes if you look here from this reentry into daily R2. So about 40 minutes here. And then this was the stop here as we got into that reentry. And as price broke above, we just keep moving our stops up as price breaks above, and then either take some into that daily R2, or if you didn't take some into daily R2, you're taking some off here. Then if you want, and I'm leaving the initial stop on the balance as well, because we're looking for some continuation into this $11 area. So that was the recap for today. 3 trades, over 7% total. When the setup's clear, it's just really about following the plan. If you like this kind of video, please like and subscribe.